Welcome to the Artist Loft, the talk show for all artists. Join us each show as we spotlight a variety of different creatives, hosted by the Florida Arts Network, with Richard Sosa and Frank A. Ruffolo.
Hello, hello, the boys are back.
Yeah.
Like these? This is reference to my new book, Samael of Sarah, available on Amazon. And I am Frank Ruffolo, and that is Richard Sosa.
Now, I got to take these off so I can see. But if you want a pair of those glasses,
Contact,
get his book.
get my book, or contact the studio right here. You can call 888-994-4995, and you can contact the studio if you want any more information on these glasses. And if you want to speak to our guest tonight, you can call also 888-994-4995.
And give them the name of the title of the book again.
Samael of Sarah.
All right. And this show is a part of the Florida Arts Network. We are a 501c3, and we want to support the arts. We want to bring the arts to kids, and we want to support the artists that are doing their thing, right? So hit us up on our website, floridaartsnetwork.org. We've got a whole list right there on the landing page. You know, different ways that you can help. Check out some of the things that we do, some of the things that we've done, and
if you want to support us here, you can become a sponsor for as little as $75. Like I said, contact us on our website. We give you all the details.
there you go. All right. So now, without any further ado, we have a young lady here with us that, oh gosh, when did we meet? Back in like 2010 or something.
We met a really long time ago.
Yeah.
We both a
Yeah.
long time ago.
Sharon Pfeiffer.
Yeah, a really long time ago.
Yeah, we met at a club. Now, not like that. We were doing a thing with Rose.
Rose Warner, may she rest in peace.
What's the name of that club?
It was Blue Martini, I
Blue
think.
Martini, yes.
Blue
Why can I
Martini.
never remember the name of that place?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Why do I remember it so well?
You're welcome. No kidding.
Yeah, we met there. We
Yeah.
were doing it was for the, I want to say FMT or something
It was
like
for the Florida table.
Florida Table, right?
Yeah.
Florida Table. And it was very successful. That was back when everybody used to get together.
Yeah.
We had such a strong community
We
of
really
filmmakers
did.
and
We-
actors. And
We used to get 100 people at our meetings.
yeah,
Yeah.
we used to have so many people that really just wanted to get together and work together and be a community. We had a really great film community back then, but we also had a strong film industry back then, which we do not have
Yeah.
anymore, and
It's
that's
a-
really
it's a shame.
unfortunate.
It's a shame. And, you know, I talk to a lot of indie filmmakers all the time, and it's just, it's crazy. Can't get anybody to do much of anything lately. After COVID, it was tough. It's like we're building up from scratch all over again.
We're starting from scratch, and remember, we really don't have tax incentives anymore, right?
We need the incentives.
We
Yeah.
need those tax incentives
Tallahassee,
to
wake
lure.
up.
Right, Tallahassee, wake up, right.
Yeah.
So we need the government to cooperate, right, to lure those filmmakers back.
Yeah.
And it's really hard for the independent filmmaker to raise funds. We talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
I myself, as a writer, producer, we talked about this. I'm trying to raise money right now for my own film. It has kind of a big budget for down here, considered low budget anywhere else.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm raising money right now, raising capital. Not an easy thing to do, especially in
not.
this economy, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's holding tight to the purse strings, and listen, film is a gamble.
It is.
It is.
It's a gamble,
crapshoot.
right? It's a
Richard and I
crapshoot.
are doing the same thing for our project, and it's rough.
Not
Yeah.
easy, and not
Yeah.
an easy thing to do. So, but you have to stay diligent, and you have to remain passionate about what you're doing. That's key. You have to stay passionate and
Yeah.
believe in what you're doing, and that what you've written is absolutely best thing ever.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
right.
That's key. And so your passion is usually infectious. I don't mean that in a disease kind of a way, because that's yuck. But what I mean is, if you believe so strongly in what you're doing, believe me, you build it, they will come. And again, I don't mean that in an infectious kind of a way, but it will happen.
Yeah.
It will happen.
It will.
Yeah, but it takes time, and I think a lot of people approach these projects. They're unaware of what some of the hurdles are going to be.
Yes.
And then when they get to them, they stop and they're like, "How? What do I do now?"
Right.
They're totally unprepared,
Right.
or they don't have the what's the word I want to use? Not the wherewithal.
I was
going to
say wherewithal.
Yeah, although a lot of them don't have that either. But they don't have what it takes, the intestinal fortitude,
Right.
right, to keep going
Yeah.
against the odds.
Well, you have to have that drive. And again,
Yeah.
you have to have that belief in what you're doing. You are going to make it. Listen, for me, myself, and the belief in my project, like I've had people say to me, my goodness, Sharon, this is taking so long. No, I actually started writing with my co-writer, Denny Scher, 3 years ago. Okay, 3 years. We started writing. Well, it took the writers and creators of Schitt's Creek 10 years, and they are Hollywood royalty,
Yeah,
to get Schitt's Creek off the ground.
yeah.
10 years. And it never got the love that it deserved here in America. They had to go to Canada to have it produced because no one here in America for 10 years would give them the thumbs up. So in my mind, I've got 10 years.
Yeah, and that's such a great
And I'm a
show, too.
nobody.
It's a good show.
I'm a nobody.
Yeah,
I'm nobody. So if I can get my movie produced within that time frame, I'm golden, and I'm thrilled. And we were just in Sundance. We got great feedback. We got a lot of encouragement, and right now we are putting all the pieces together. Everything's falling into place, and we do hope to have a finished product in time for Sundance 2025. So, fingers crossed. Yeah. So
no
Good.
kidding.
yeah, we're excited. So I don't want to say too much more because
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But you this is something that you wrote with Denny?
yes, Denny.
Oh my
Denny
gosh.
Bishar. Yes,
I
we
love
wrote it
her.
together. We co-wrote it, and yeah, I could never have done it without her. By the way,
Yeah.
could
She's
never
so
have done
talented.
it. She's so talented
And such a sweetheart. I love
and
her.
a sweetheart. Very
Yeah.
good person.
So
Yeah.
if anybody's out there watching and wants to say hello to Sharon, you can give us a call
Call
at
in.
888-994-4995, Studio A. You can ask her a question or
I'm an open book.
embarrass her if you want. Give a call. So
No, I don't think that's possible. People try to embarrass me too. I'm like, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, embarrass me?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, but things weren't always easy for you. You didn't have a real easy start.
In show business?
In show
Absolutely
business.
not.
Yeah.
First of all, where do I begin?
Yeah.
I
your
mean,
life in
I've always
Jersey?
I've always wanted to be an actor since I'm
Yeah.
probably 4 years old. I mean, and that's the truth. But being brought up, a middle child of a large family, and it just wasn't supported. Okay, and
Yeah.
I'll put it to you that way. So I waited until my own child was grown and out of the house, and I will say this: I had gotten divorced. And I was at that crossroads where a lot of women find themselves, and men. And it was just, okay, what do I do? What am I doing now? And I said, you know what? I've always wanted to be an actor. I'm going to give it a shot. And I took a local casting director's workshop because everybody recommended it. And one of the first things she said, and the first talent agent I ever met, and the subsequent talent agents, they all said the same thing. Number one, go get braces on your teeth, because my teeth were horrifically crooked. I didn't know they were crooked. I thought they were perfect. And they also said, go get dialect Go get
Dialect coaching?
yeah, because your accent is horrific and you'll never book a job. And number one, I had a healthy dose of confidence before I became an actor. I thought I was perfect. I didn't know that my teeth were so crooked. I thought they were great. I didn't even know they were so crooked.
Yeah.
Until I started really looking at them and going, oh, gee, I guess I need braces. And I have a really bad lisp, which I didn't know that was a thing, like that was so bad, but yeah, it is. And my accent, which this is the improved version, people, it was a lot worse. But I was like, yeah, no, I'm not changing my accent. I like my accent.
Yeah.
I like who I am.
Fran Drescher did it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
literally who I referred to. Marissa Tomei,
Yeah.
Edie Falco. I could go on and
Yeah.
on. Lorraine Bracco. They all made it. And I like myself. I didn't want to get into that whole, okay, so if I want to make it, I'm just going to totally be somebody different. And I'm not trying to be Betty Crocker. I'm not trying to be Sally Mae from the Midwest. I'm Sharon from New York. I may live in Florida, but I'm still Sharon from New York.
Yeah.
And that hurt me quite a bit because I was put in this box of, well, she's difficult because she's not listening. Yeah. And she's rough around the edges. That woman is so rough around the edges. Well, yeah, maybe I am if you tangle with me.
Yeah.
But I just always liked who I was. But I did go get Invisaligns. And I did try to improve myself to a degree.
Yeah.
But since I started acting in 2009, we are now in 2024, so do the math, 15 year, how many years is that?
15 years, yeah.
So in all these years, I've done some pretty cool things. And I got a lot of those roles by myself. I will give credit where credit is due. Marty Marrero helped me secure the role for the best role of my life with Matthew McConaughey in The Beach Bum.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marty Marrero.
He's awesome. I love
Another
that guy.
role that I booked was with Donna from Famous Faces for, oh my gosh, with Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. Bad Boys.
Bad Boys, yeah.
I had a very minor role, but it was a principal role, and I'm still collecting residuals. Thank you. Not much though. I mean, the checks, they shouldn't even. They should just.
Yeah.
I mean, the stamp, is more than what you get, but still, it's nice. And but I still book things on my own. People contact me. Something happened just this week. I get contacted directly just for my social media presence. And I could talk for hours. We only have a half hour, so I'll let you ask questions.
Yeah, I know. Actually, now's a good time for a really quick commercial break.
Great.
Yes, and then we'll be right back, folks, with more of Sharon.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Adrian Romante, but most of you know me as Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de Los Ramirez from The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. I just wanted to give a shout out to my man, Richard Sosa. He is one of the best acting coaches that I've had the pleasure to work with, and he's actually worked with me in my program for many years, and I highly recommend this guy. So if you have an opportunity to work with him, what are you waiting for? Now, get out of my face. Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de Los Ramirez, I am out.
Frank A. Ruffalo, a renowned author and screenwriter. Best known for books such as 10048, Blue Falcon, Memoir of a Soldier, and his latest Samuel of Sarah. Check out his website at frankaruffalo.com or buy his books on Amazon.
And we're back,
back.
with Sharon. All right, so So you have, so you started out, it was rough at the beginning, but you've been able to overcome these hurdles, which is something that we talk about a lot on the show. So, quick question. What would you say was the toughest thing that you had to overcome in your pursuit of an acting career? I probably should have asked you that before, so you,
No,
so you'd
yeah,
have some
I mean,
prep
that was,
time.
I mean, honestly, probably what we already talked about was getting past, well, there are gatekeepers,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to say any names, but there are gatekeepers,
Mm-hmm.
and I may have ruffled a couple of feathers.
Oh, you. Come
Yeah,
on.
but you know, and again, we don't have time, right?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I know.
and it's funny because some of those gatekeepers like to say that they don't take anything personally, they don't operate in a personal manner. That is not true.
Yeah.
That is not true. I'm just going to leave that there.
Yeah.
So, what I will say about that for anyone watching who's new to the business, just be nice. Don't talk about anything in your personal life.
Yeah.
Go to your auditions. Don't talk about anybody. Keep your mouth shut. Don't let anyone know about your personal relationships. Keep your Facebook personal. Don't invite your casting directors to be on your Facebook or your social media. Because if they don't like people that you like, they will hold it against you.
Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? You're guilty by association.
You're guilty by association. And even if they tell you that's not true, it is true.
Yeah.
Take it from me, I know. Because
Yeah.
I'm one of those people that I don't care if you don't like my friend. If I like my friend, I'm staying their friend.
Yeah.
And it hurt me. It really hurt me in the business because I chose my friendships over whether certain people liked them or not. And
Yeah.
it really hurt me. So,
Yeah. It's
you know,
tough.
It's tough.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
how did you bridge the gap between, how did you bridge the gap from acting to stand-up?
Oh, well, what happened with the stand-up, I love comedic acting. I love to be funny on film. And I have a friend, her name is Lulu, who was doing stand-up comedy. I used to go to all her shows. I was not a comedian. I didn't know anything about comedy. But I used to watch her do her shows and everything. And I thought that if I were to take some comedy classes, that would be just another tool in my tool belt of acting. And it would help me with my comedic timing with acting and just would be another outlet for me as far as performing goes. So I took some comedy classes with a local comedy course called Comic Cure in Boca Raton. And when we had our graduation show, I immediately got booked from that show on a show at the Boca Black Box. And it's a funny story, and I don't want to get into it because it takes too long to tell, but from that show, I was so, you get that bug.
Yeah.
You know, that audience feedback and the applause, and, it's just so fun to make people laugh.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, I could do this. This is great. It's the most challenging thing ever, I have to tell you. Much more challenging for me than acting. Because acting, someone else writes the script, they send you the script, you memorize it, and then you make it your own, and you show
Right.
up and you do your thing. Comedy, you have to write your own jokes. They must be funny.
Yeah.
You must have a punchline. You must make the audience laugh.
Yeah.
And you have to do it again and again and again. And your set must conform to the audience. Every audience is different.
Yeah.
So you just can't go and do the same set for every audience. Each audience is different.
Yeah. And it's funny because I love comedy. I love doing
I do
comedy.
too.
I love improv. I have a blast with that. But stand-up comedy, that's like a whole new level.
It's a
And
whole-
it's like, I bow down to you guys
Thank you.
because it takes a
It's
lot
so
of
hard.
Yeah,
It's so hard.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And what you were saying about knowing the audience, I've seen a lot of different comedians, from Jerry Seinfeld to Dave Chappelle, and when they start out their shows, they start out with certain jokes just to kind of test
Yeah,
the
to
waters, and they
gauge,
know
right.
where they can
Right.
go for the rest of the show.
Right.
Right?
That's
Because
absolutely
it's not
right.
a set, right? It's yeah, they've got all these jokes, but they've written other things that they can say to certain audiences, but
That's
they know that
right.
they can't say
That's
to
right.
others. And
They get immediate feedback, whether they're good or bad.
Oh, absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I tend to lean towards the dirty comedy,
adult comedy,
adult humor.
adult
yeah.
humor.
Yeah.
But Saturday night, the show that I'm doing Saturday night is a clean comedy
And this is going to be where?
in Boca Raton at the Soul Theater.
Okay.
And working with a headliner named Mark Riccadona, who's a national touring comedian. He's hilarious, and I'm opening for him, and I'm excited about it. It's Italian night, and it's going to be great because these are my people, and I'm really excited about it. But I'm also scared because my second language. I'm from New York. My second language is
Yeah.
F-bombs.
about it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I have to really, watch what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I have to curtail, and really, I have to really make like a whole new set for
Yeah.
Saturday night. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I prefer to do what I normally do because that's my comfort zone, and I'm much more comfortable saying what I want to say and how I want to say it. But this is going to be fun. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
It'll be challenging.
Yeah, it's a challenge, and I love challenging myself.
Oh yeah.
That's what I love to do.
have to.
Yeah.
You kind of have to constantly challenge yourself in this
Yeah.
industry, because if you don't, you become complacent,
You become complacent. Exactly.
and then what happens to your career?
Yeah, exactly. You become boring, actually.
Yeah.
People get sick of hearing the same old thing.
Yeah. Irrelevant.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
become irrelevant.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've done stuff where I've been really uncomfortable doing it, but it's kind of part of the growth
Yeah.
process.
No, I enjoy the whole process. I really do, and I enjoy writing the material when it's different.
Yeah.
And
I
we
really
enjoy
do.
having you here.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I know, and I couldn't wait to get here because I haven't seen you in.
I know it's been a while.
Yeah.
Been a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. It has been.
Yeah.
It has been.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of that is me because I do that. I do that. It's that whole object permanence thing. If something is not right in front of me all the time, it's like it. And then next thing I know, 6 months have gone by, years gone by, and I'm like, I haven't spoken to them in like a few weeks. Few weeks. Haven't spoken
It's
to you
been
in
a
year and
month.
half,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
No one's called in yet. I find that shocking.
You know,
What's the number? 888-994-4995. Come on, people,
Yep.
call in. I want to answer questions.
Yeah, we've only got a couple of minutes left.
How many minutes are left?
We got about
One or
5 minutes
two.
left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 minutes?
1 or 2.
That's
Well-
crazy.
Yeah, it goes by like this.
It really does.
Yeah.
And we really want to go to like a 1-hour show. So, but we can't do it without you guys, right? We're looking for advertisers. We're looking for sponsors to help pay for the show or help with the nonprofit in general, right? So if you want to hear more of Sharon,
Come to my show Saturday night
there you go. And where is it again?
at
What
the
time?
Soul Theater in Boca Raton. It's right on Federal Highway, heading towards Delray Beach.
What time?
8:30. There are 2 shows. There's one at 6 and one at 8:30. Of course, I'm the later show because, more adult.
Yeah, get the kids out of there.
Get the kids out. Yeah, it's actually both shows are adult only.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they're clean, but they're adult. So, you know,
All right.
we might be talking about things. Don't bring the
Adult things.
Don't bring the kiddies.
You know
what I mean?
Adult things. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Don't
I
bring the
love you.
kiddies. Keep the kiddies home.
And we need
Have
to
a
make
date night.
We need to make a mention about Flow too. You need to talk about.
Oh,
Flow.
yes. Okay, so we have had Kimberly Douglas on the show for Flow Film Festival and Market.
Oh, my movie's in there.
Yes, opening is tomorrow. Tomorrow. So you can, what's the website for flowffm.com, I believe it is. But look up Flow Film Festival for times or all the different films that are going to be showing. A lot of it is virtual, so you don't even have to leave your home, all right? And Flow is going to be taking part in a couple of events, and that whole schedule is on the website. So it starts tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. Yeah, I've heard that there are going to be some really good films. So yes, that's right. One of your films.
Lost Treasure.
Which one?
Lost Treasure.
Lost Treasure. That's right. So if you want to see more of Sharon, check out Lost Treasure, and check out Beach Bum. It's a really funny
Beach Bum,
film.
right?
Yeah.
The Beach Bum with Matthew McConaughey. You get to see me. Gosh, I can't even say what I want to say.
Well, that's okay because we're almost out of
We're almost
time
done.
anyway. But Sharon,
If you want to see my bum in the Beach Bum. Frank is cringing. He's like, oh my God, she did not say that.
yeah.
She just works it at the barbecue grill. No problem.
Oh my gosh, you are so awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Takes one to know one.
Yeah, but thanks so much for being on.
Thank
the
you.
show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And we will keep everybody posted. You know, keep us
course.
posted on stuff that you're
Absolutely.
doing. And you know, we'll put it out there. You know,
And if you want to get a pair of these glasses, contact me by email, frankARuffolo
Oh, yeah, let me put mine back on.
gmail.com, and you can win you can learn how you can get a pair of these glasses.
Yeah, and it's funny because like I can't see. I'm looking at the screen over here, and I just see like this black blob in front of my face. So I guess it looks okay, but so yeah. Thanks for coming and joining us on the Artist Loft, part of Florida Arts Network. Remember, we want to help kids. We want to introduce the arts to kids that they really don't have a chance. There goes our website right there. I see a thick blue line, so I'm assuming that's our website.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
FloridaArtsNetwork.org.
FloridaArtsNetwork.org. And we will see you again in 2 weeks. Thanks for joining.
Take care.
Thank you for watching The Artist Loft. Make sure to tune in next time for another great show. A show that was produced by Ant Media Productions and hosted by the Florida Arts Network with your hosts Richard Sosa and Frank A. Ruffolo.